Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters, and welcome to everybody else. Okay, so today, first I want to point out that this is my apartment. This is the backyard, actually. This here is the kitchen. And, this is my apartment in Africa. I just want to show you guys new scenery, so enjoy it. So today, I'm just going to give you guys an update of something that I experienced with regards to my business, and it's the Falal Logistics Group. So basically, I have an Instagram page for the business, and I made a post and I ran it as an ad for $10. So I got 3 people to DM me from the ad interested in my services. It's dispatching services for box trucks. So I replied to all 3 guys. 2 of them replied back and we started having a conversation, right? So they gave me the information about where they were, where they wanted to go. Both of them wanted to go over the road. So I went on the load board. I found 3 loads, 3 good loads, or the best loads that I could find for each driver. It was 2 of them. Sent them out. One was in Miami. The other one was in Detroit. I sent them out, and the Miami guy said, he wasn't ready. So I was like, okay, cool. Just hit me up when you're ready to make some money. When you're ready to get on the road, we'll work. The other guy was like, he picked the load that he wanted. So I was like, okay, we're moving forward. Picked the load that he wanted. He told me to go and book it. So I went to go and book it. So this is what happened. He picked the load, right? And at this time, I'm out. I'm coming back home. And I was in a vehicle. So I was like, okay, I'm going to book the load when I get back home. No problem. Right? So by the time I get home, he sends me 2 other text messages. The second one says, not a good look. You can't book loads. You don't know how to book loads. So I'm like, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm just like, okay, let me get on the load board and see if I can book the load. Before I can even do that, the next text message says, don't worry about it. I'm just going to look for somebody else to be my dispatcher. So I didn't think anything of it. I was still going to find the load, book the load, and send them the information. And I was going to be like, bro, you got to be patient. We're working together. So you got to work with me. It can't just be a one-sided relationship. That's what I was going to say. But what happened was I went on the load board to book the load, and the load was already booked. So here's a lesson that I learned. 2 lessons. One, if the load has been on the load board for a long time, chances are the load is already booked. I know that probably experienced people know this, but as a beginner, this is a lesson that I learned. Because the load I was looking at was posted 8 hours before I was trying to book it. So I thought if it was on the load board, it's still there. But when I tried to book it, it was already booked. So that's if it's been on there for a long time, it's already booked. Number 1. Number 2, you can look at this 2-sided. 1, move fast, or some people aren't going to want to work with you. Or 2, if you decide to not move fast and take your time, then you might lose out. You might miss out on some clients, right? You can look at it both ways. I don't really know which way is the best way to look at it. I'm still kind of contemplating on that. Should I just move fast? And, I can, right? Because now I understand I'm kind of further in the process now. That was an experience for me. So now I know I can get on my phone. I can try to book the load. I can work at a fast pace. So I'm gonna try that next time and see what happens. But that was just my experience on 2 clients. But I'm actually gonna hold off on the dispatching for maybe a month. Because I have some things going on, and I would say maybe in about a month, then I will just post another. I'm gonna still do my trucks, run my trucks like I normally do, my demo trucks. I'm gonna add a second box truck this week, so I'm gonna do 2 box trucks, and so that's one thing I'm gonna talk about in my next video, doubling down. But I'm gonna do 2 box trucks, and I'm still gonna post it, but I'm not gonna run ads until maybe in about a month, and then we'll see how we take it from there.